Hi, this is Benazir. Reality is already in process and manifestation of imploding, and there is no hope, as it is already and has already been done. Reality is imploding, and nothing and no one can stop it. It is done. How and why is this occurring? As follows. This reality, this world, with regards to how it's operating and how we are experiencing ourselves within and as this world, has been created and designed and manifested through, within and as the process of evolution. What is evolution? Evolution is building upon that which was. We've started here, and we have been evolving with what has always been here within and as this world, this reality. Nothing within this world, this reality, is really new. It has merely always been upgrades of that which was. We've been upgrading. Therefore, evolution is upgrading. Evolution equals upgrading. We've merely upgraded. Grading ourselves upward through evolving, and evolution is an upward ascension. And evolution is still limited to a cycle of having a beginning and an end. Evolution has a beginning and an end, meaning we are only able to evolve so much, to such an extent. And at this moment, we have reached the point, the end, to where we are able to evolve and upgrade ourselves. And now, what is manifesting and occurring within this world, this reality, is the implosion of this reality. Because what we've done is, we've built upon that which already was, upgrading ourselves, ascending through evolution up to a certain particular specific point. And now this reality, this world, within and as which we experience ourselves, has reached that point. And what we've done is, we've completely discarded everything that was. Meaning we've got no foundation to turn back on or go back onto. We cannot go more up, because evolution as ascension, as upgrading, reaches a point from where you cannot go back and you cannot go forward. There's nowhere else to go. And then what occurs is an implosion, everything falling apart, where nothing of what was and what is remain. And this is a phase within which we are in, the process of the implosion of this reality. And the reason why I say that there is no hope, because we've got nothing and nowhere to turn back on, to fall back on. We've got nothing and nowhere to go towards or go to. We've reached the point, the tip, the end. You can only upgrade something so far. Therefore, we can only evolve so far. We can only move up a ladder so far to a point where you reach the end. The cycle of consciousness is ending. The cycle of the unified field of this reality, this world, as the manifested experience of consciousness of mind, is ending. And we're at this one point in the middle of nowhere. We cannot move up as moving forward, and we cannot go back. And we cannot remain where we are now, how we are now, because change is the only constant within and as this reality, this world, this existence. So we're constantly moving with what is here, with what we have. And within that movement, because we cannot move up as we used to with regards to upgrading or ascending through upgrading within and as evolution, and because we cannot move back, we're moving into a destructive implosion of ourselves, of this reality within and as which we exist and experience ourselves. So we have magnificently created our own demise. And there is no hope, none whatsoever. It is already done, it is already in manifestation, and is already in process of experience. Therefore, I'd suggest to assist and support yourself to ensure that you're not defining who you are according to anything or anyone that exists within this world or this reality at all. Because how you've always known and experienced your life to be will be no more. And I would suggest not having to go through that experience of loss, of believing or perceiving that you're losing something as and while and during you walk through this process as this reality implodes upon itself. But to remain stable and constant and consistent within and as self, here in self-honesty, no matter what, and walk through and face what we have accepted and allowed to be created in the image and likeness of separation of mind. That's what we have accepted and allowed ourselves to be and become. And in walking through and facing ourselves, we stand up to ensure that we do not again manifest and create as and what we have and did. Thank you.